Don't scroll just yet. This might be exactly what you need to hear today. It's a curious paradox. The very qualities that seem strange or unconventional can often be the most alluring. In a world where conformity reigns supreme, and everyone strives to fit into predefined molds, those who dare to defy expectations possess a unique magnetism. They draw others in with their intriguing blend of confidence, self-awareness, and a willingness to operate outside the conventional norm. These strange behaviors, far from being off-putting, often signal a depth of character and a self-assuredness that is undeniably attractive, setting them apart from the predictable crowd. Consider, for instance, the refined art of graceful withdrawal. In our hyper-connected modern world, where instant responses and constant availability are not just encouraged but often expected, the ability to end a conversation at its peak is a rare and exceptionally captivating skill. Most people, driven by a subconscious fear of awkward silences, a desperate need for constant validation, or simply a desire to please, tend to cling to interactions long after their natural conclusion. They linger, hover, and desperately attempt to prolong the exchange, often talking themselves into exhaustion or out of a good impression. But there's a subtle yet profound power in knowing precisely when to bow out, leaving others with a feeling of anticipation, wanting more. This calculated exit implies that your time is valuable, that you are not desperate for attention or approval, and that you possess a certain self-control and discernment that is inherently attractive. It creates a vacuum that draws others in, making them appreciate your presence even more when you do choose to engage. This behavior cultivates an air of mystery and importance, hinting at a life rich and full beyond the immediate interaction. Similarly, the profound ability to remain quiet in the face of criticism can be surprisingly compelling. When faced with an attack, an accusation, or a negative comment, our natural, almost primal instinct is to defend ourselves, to counter every accusation with a logical, point-by-point rebuttal. We feel an urgent need to justify, explain, and prove our innocence or correctness. However, choosing silence instead, especially when retaliation is clearly expected, can be a potent and disarming to self-trust and inner composure. It suggests a deep, seated confidence that transcends the superficial need for external validation or immediate vindication. This quiet strength speaks volumes, communicating a sense of unflappability and inner conviction that is far more persuasive than any heated argument or lengthy explanation. It implies that you are secure enough in your own truth, that you do not need to fight every battle, leaving the critic's words to hang in the air, often revealing more about them than about you. And what about the intriguing willingness to make others wait? In our age of instant gratification, where information is disseminated in microseconds and expectations for immediate replies are sky-high, we're conditioned to expect prompt responses and to have our needs met with lightning speed. Yet, there's an intriguing and often overlooked charm in not always being immediately available, in taking a measured moment before responding, even if that pause feels uncomfortably long to the eager recipient. This deliberate delay implies that your thoughts and responses are considered, that you're not simply reacting on autopilot or mindlessly checking your phone. This thoughtful and measured approach adds significant weight to your words, suggesting a depth of thought, a prioritization of other matters, and a discernment that is undeniably attractive. It subtly communicates that you are not simply waiting to react to others, but that you have your own agenda and priorities, making your eventual engagement feel more meaningful and deliberate. Perhaps one of the most counterintuitive yet powerfully attractive behaviors is the willingness to point out the elephant in the room. In many social or professional settings, people are driven by a strong desire to maintain superficial harmony, often choosing to tiptoe around uncomfortable truths, avoiding direct confrontation, or acknowledging underlying tensions at all costs. But there's immense power and integrity in calmly and respectfully addressing what everyone else is thinking but no one dares to voice. This courageously honest act displays not only candor, but also a deep level of perceptive awareness. It suggests an unwillingness to engage in superficiality or ignore glaring issues, favoring genuine, meaningful communication over uncomfortable politeness. This behavior positions you as someone who is not afraid to face reality, earning respect and trust from those who value authenticity. It subtly signals that you are a person of substance, capable of navigating complex realities with honesty and calm. Even the seemingly strange ability to let awkward moments be awkward can be strangely alluring. In our image-conscious society, there's an almost universal tendency to rush to fill every silence, to smooth over any hint of discomfort, to project an air of effortless coolness and social grace. We feel compelled to chatter, to ask questions, to break the tension. But there's a certain magnetism in those rare individuals who can sit comfortably within awkward silences, who don't feel the desperate need to fill every void with chatter or performative social lubrication. This relaxed approach suggests a profound self-assuredness that transcends the need for constant external validation or performance. It communicates a quiet confidence, an inner peace that is both refreshing and deeply attractive. This person is secure enough in themselves that they don't need the external world to be perfectly smooth. They can simply be, and in that being, they radiate a calm strength. Ultimately, the most attractive, strange behavior is the profound willingness to be uncommon. From a young age, society often trains us to conform, to fit neatly into expected patterns of behavior, thought, and even appearance. We are encouraged to blend in, to avoid rocking the boat, to seek approval through sameness. But true attractiveness lies in authenticity, in having the courage to embrace one's unique individuality, even if it means standing out from the crowd or feeling a bit weird, sometimes. Prioritizing personal integrity and genuine self-expression over fitting in is a profoundly compelling trait, signaling a depth of character, a strong sense of identity, and a self-awareness that is impossible to ignore. This behavior demonstrates a leader, not a follower, someone by their own internal compass rather than external pressures. These 6 behaviors, while initially appearing strange or counterintuitive, all share a powerful common thread. They defy societal expectations and challenge the conventional norms of interaction. They don't stem from malice or indifference, but rather from a place of deep confidence, genuine self-awareness, and a courageous willingness to operate outside the easily predictable. In a world oversaturated with predictable reactions and manufactured personas, embracing these strange behaviors can make you truly unforgettable. They demonstrate a quiet strength, a subtle yet undeniable power that is far more captivating than any carefully crafted facade. So, the next time you find yourself tempted to conform, or to react out of habit rather than choice, remember the allure of the unconventional. Embrace your quirks, celebrate your individuality, and dare to be a little strange. You might just find that these very qualities are your most attracted assets, drawing people to your authentic and powerful presence.